In today's video, we're going to demonstrate how to use ranking in Power BI to sort and analyse your data, gain some real insights into your top and bottom dimensions, whether by customer, supplier, time or product, to allow you and your report consumers to drive better decision making. Hi, this is Hayden from Connect TV. Today's video we'll be walking through the RANKX feature in Power BI. RANKX is a great way of ranking your data so you can measure by, in this example I'm going to show you, we're going to look at the top customers by revenue. You can rank it by region, by city, by date and time, by month, by year. Okay, so to get started, we're going to start a new measure. I've got this revenue measure here, which is looking at my product quantity and my product price to generate the revenue. So this is going to be the key thing that I'm going to use to rank in my new measure. So I'll select new. And I want this to be called my top customers. So this is where we deploy the RANKX feature. So the table that we want to do, I just want to analyze on my customer ID. And I want to make sure that the ranking stays true and consistent through, regardless of how I slice and filter the data. So to do that, I'm going to select all, and that will basically ignore the slices that we have on screen, any filters that are applied, and it will rank my data as an entirety. So I'm going to do my order ID, customer ID. Customer ID, and I want to, in the expression here, I want to rank that by my revenue. So as you can add your measures in here in rank to help you analyze your data. As long as your data model's set up well, you'll be able to do this. So if you haven't set up your data model, or you want some help on setting up your data model, there's a video link in the comments below on a previous video about star schemas, best practice, and how you really build up your facts and dimensions. So take a look at that first if you're not sure, and then jump back in. And then we want to sort this descendingly, because I want my highest number as revenue to be my top customer. Okay, hit enter. So we have the customer revenue. I've now got this top customer here. And what that's done, it's ranked in the top. So if I sort this, you'll see that the bottom customers and therefore the top customers are all relevant to the revenue, the measure that I used in the RANKX feature. Okay. If I wanted to, now I'm just going to demonstrate the use of all. If I wanted to filter a specific customer, if that was the only data in the slicer and the measure wasn't looking at the all, it would show that as 1. So that's how I want to, that's why using the all in the function was really important. Okay. So that's how you can rank data. If we look at the data model as we touched on, so really important that you have your star schema set up. So what I have here are all of my fact tables, my dimension tables. Dimension tables are how I want to aggregate, analyze my data. And I've got my 2 fact tables in the middle, which is my shipments and my orders. So as I've just done by customer ID, I could do that on any of the tables that are linked to this here through this relationship. So make sure your relationships set up properly. It's really important to get these right. Okay, so just to give you an example of another measure, I'm just going to build another table where I've analysed revenue by, if I just show you the region in this table of my customers in the UK, and I've already pre-built this measure, save you having to watch me type again. And that's using the same information, but I've just changed the expression here to show the region rather than the customer ID. If I add the revenue in here, you can start to see London is where all of the sales are going, or sorry, most of the sales are going, West Midlands, and then it starts to drop off. So now I've got some really great information now, practical information that I can use to understand where my business is moving, maybe where I've got to look at increasing my sales, or where I've got to focus on my existing customers. Okay, so ranking, what it doesn't do, what would be good, and I'm going to show you this in the next video on how to do this dynamically, but if I wanted to show the top 5 customers here, so here's my customer ID. I've got this advanced filter. I just want to select the top N, show me the top 5. Oh, 54, don't want that. Top 5, and I want to base that on my revenue and hit apply. And there you can see on that visual, I've now limited it to 5. So the ranking doesn't help you filter. The next video I'm going to show you, so stay tuned, we'll talk about how we dynamically use the rank feature and some other features to limit the data that I'm showing on screen, to show that top 5 dynamically, or top 7, or top 8, or top 10, top 20, whatever the user selects for an additional slicer. Right, and that's it. So please hit that like button, subscribe to stay up to date with all the future content. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.